everyone, it's January 11th, 2008. This week I'm going to show you my hometown. I live in East Lansing 8 months out of the year. I go to school here, I vote here, but it's not my hometown. My hometown is Bay City, Michigan. For those of you who don't live in Michigan, you might not know that Michiganders use their hands as maps. This is the Lower Peninsula. Here's where I am right now, East Lansing. And here's Bay City. On my last day at home last week, I took my camera around with me all day and filmed stuff in Bay City. Roll the tape! As you might have guessed, Bay City is built on a bay. There are two parts of the city, the east side and the west side, and there are 4 bridges that connect both sides. This is Central High School, where I went to high school. It was built in the 1920s. Michigan's oldest continuing marching band, and I still don't know what that means. Ultimate proof that I live in Bay City? Not a block away from my old high school is a bar. I'm stuck in Kroger's for 15 minutes while they fulfill my prescription, and I was looking at the magazines and I saw one that the front page story is How to Be Popular, special 20-page fold-out section. Science are never going to be popular. You're reading the 20-page fold-out section. Get used to it. You're a nerd fighter. We're coming up on downtown Bay City, which is the super touristy part of Bay City. In the summer, there's lots of festivals. There is City Hall. It's kind of historic. I think it was built in 1910. It's pretty gorgeous. And then we have the Michigan Historical Association of Bay County. Supposedly, the Bull Moose Party was founded there in 1910, 1911, something, although I'm not really sure if that's true. This is my favorite thing about Bay City right now. We just got a brand new public library after years and years of fighting over it and deciding whether they wanted to spend money on it. I wish I was home more so I could spend more time here. In front of us we have the Delta College Planetarium. This was built when I was probably 8 or 9. It was really cool then. It's not so cool now. This is the beautiful Saginaw Bay. It's actually pretty right now because it's all frozen and white. But don't let that fool you. This is not something you want to fall into, much like the Hudson River or a large vat of toxic waste from Chernobyl. And then, because we're classy, there's a Hooters. Bay City has about 38,000 people in it, give or take a couple thousand people. It's also famous for being the birthplace of Madonna, who now despises the town and refuses to acknowledge that she was born here. She was offered the key of the city in the 1980s, and she in fact said that Bay City is a smelly little town and she never wants to go back. Some more info about Bay City. Bay City has the largest amount of bars per capita in Michigan. I think Bay City might have more bars than churches. I mentioned that Bay City has a lot of festivals in the summer. This is true. Here's some signature ones. There is the St. Stan's Polish Festival, which is put on by St. Stan's Catholic Church. It's well known for its carny rides, the polka music, and the beer tent. And also there's a dance floor. I think people fall a lot. In August there's a lovely celebration called the Pig Gig, which is dedicated to cooking ribs. There are booths and booths of people cooking ribs, and there are little pig races. And every September the River of Time is put on. It's full of historical reenactors, some people portraying people from the French and Indian War to Civil War soldiers. It's really fun because the reenactors are people from the city who just dress up for the weekend and sleep in tents, and it's actually really cold and not that fun. And sometime this year I'll give you a tour of East Lansing when it's, less freezing outside. See you next Friday.